The Silent Room of North Korea. In a remote village near the northern border of North Korea, there was an old, decrepit building that stood far from the eyes of the public. The locals whispered about it, but no one ever dared to get too close. It was a place shrouded in mystery, said to have once housed a secret government facility, now abandoned and left to rot. Despite its dilapidated appearance, rumors persisted that the building was still used for something that no one could speak of. But what terrified the villagers the most was the story of room 303. No one knew what was inside. The door to that room was always locked, and anyone who had ever tried to break in was either silenced by the authorities or found mysteriously gone. It was said that room 303 was the place where the experiment had gone horribly wrong. Some said it was a psychological torture chamber. Others whispered about experiments on human minds, altering memories, even erasing them. The last person to disappear in the village was a young journalist who, driven by the need for a big story, attempted to infiltrate the building one dark, moonless night. He managed to bypass the security and enter the crumbling structure. His camera recorded everything: the broken walls, the damp air, and the strange humming noise coming from behind one of the doors. When he reached room 303, his camera abruptly stopped working. The room was cold, colder than any place he'd ever been, and his breath came out in visible clouds. He attempted to open the door, but it wouldn't budge, as if something or someone was holding it shut. Suddenly a voice, faint, almost like a whisper, yet unmistakable, came from behind him. "You shouldn't be here." He turned around, but there was no one. The hum grew louder, filling the room, and it sounded as though it was coming from inside his mind. He stumbled backward, his heart racing, but the door to room 303 was still closed. The next morning, his camera was found on the ground outside the building, but there was no sign of him. Only the footage showing his frantic search for the door, and then nothing. Later, government officials arrived and the building was sealed off. Anyone who dared ask questions about it was swiftly removed from the village. But the locals know the truth. The experiments never stopped. The room remains locked, and they say that the hum can still be heard if you're close enough. Some say that the whispers come to those who ask the wrong questions about room 303, and those who hear them, they never leave the village the same again.